Today on Make It Take It Outdoors, we're going to make some trout spinners. It's starting to thaw out. Next Monday I'm going to go fishing, I hope. So I thought I'd go ahead and start making some trout spinners with single hooks, and we'll get right at it. Oh, huge favor. If you like videos like this, do me a big favor. Hit like, hit subscribe. That's the way we grow the channel, and it helps us out in the algorithm. So thanks a lot, and let's get going. Alright, we're going to start out. I'm going to do 3 different colors: gold hematite, silver hematite, and then these, which are like a white quote-unquote jade. Probably not sure if they're a quartz or howlite, but a white stone. So we'll do that one first because they like rolling away. So for these, come back here. For these trout spinners, we're going to start off at the top like I normally do, making a closed loop. So start right there, make that bend, rotate the pliers over, bring that around, bring the pliers to the top, and then you tuck your finger like that so you can put it over. And now we have a nice loop there at the top. To help out with line twist, I go ahead and put a swivel right on this top loop. So let me grab that barrel swivel. All right. And you don't need to go crazy. A couple wraps will do. And I don't know why I'm doing this left-handed, but I did. Woohoo! All right, so now we clip off this tag end. Make sure, as always, to hold on to the tag as you clip it. Get as close as you can to the main body there. All right, so top of the lure. There we go. Let's see, this one, I'm making that white one, so we're going to go with this slightly larger inline spinner blade. These are a lot of fun. Trout love them. It's almost impossible not to get them to spin because of the way they're straight down that shaft. The water, the forces of the water push right here, so it kind of pushes it up and then makes it spin, and it's that constant forces on it that cause it to go around and around. I've seen people try to put Colorado and other things right on the shaft, and what happens usually is that blade will just get stuck against the body. All right, we got the 2 small bearings on, or beads on there as bearings. We got ours. And now I'm going to put this one. This is an 8mm bead. And I'm going to give this one a little bit different profile. I used to do it 2 8mm beads and then the larger 10mm. I'm going to put the 10mm in the middle, kind of give it a bulge like a fish would have. See that? And we'll put one more on there. Now, because I put a few stones on here because these are not obviously as heavy as lead or anything. The hematite beads are much heavier than these, but this one I'll give a larger profile. Hopefully the trout will like it. And now to finish off, we're just going to do, yes, you guessed it, a closed loop. I always give myself a little space here. Push it over. Rotate up, bring it as far down as you can, rotate so you're on top, and with your finger, slide it around. There we go. I'm using octopus hooks. I know a lot of guys use swashy hooks. And the reason I'm using these is last time I went fishing for trout, I had treble hooks on my lures, and a trout's mouth is not like a bass. Okay, those treble hooks really cause problems, and if I'm not going to keep the fish to eat it, I definitely don't want to cause more harm. Leave that fish alive for the next guy. The streams I'm going to be fishing do not have a native population of trout. They are put in there by ODNR, Ohio Division of Natural Resources, for the specific goal of fishing. Summertime gets too warm and they die off. So they're in there basically for people to have fun, catch them, eat them. All right, so there's the first one. That's pretty. All right, now do the gold one. We're going to do this one with a French blade. French blade is going to be a little bit different because it doesn't go right down on the shaft. We'll have to use a clevis. Clevis. Who knows? But yep, round bend. Let's see. Up and over, around, and here. Now this hematite is a form of iron oxide, which most of you know as rust. However, it's not rust. I don't know what the difference in it as far as chemical wise doesn't make it just the horrible corroded mess that rust is. Now, got the clevis on there. Make sure the bulge is pushing away from the shaft. And then just slide the clevis on there like that. We're going to use 2 of these beads for bearings. And this hematite is normally a dull gray color. Let me grab some real quick here. And I wouldn't say dull gray. It's very shiny. And some people will say it has a little bit of red tinge to it. My old eyes don't notice the difference. But here is a strand of the regular hematite. As you can see, it's, like I said, more of a dark gray, and I love using this for my inline spinners. It's got a lot more heft than the rocks, the stones. It goes a little bit farther. These I especially like for my French blade river spinners for smallmouth because, you know, darker for the dark water, the smudged up water. Smudged up, you know what I mean. All right, so this is the hematite, and let's see here. You can see nice and gold. Not sure what they played it with. I'm sure it's not gold because this stuff is not expensive at all. But we're gonna put 1, 2, and 3 on here. And if the trout want gold that day, I'll be giving them a nice serving of gold. So we're going to finish up the end with, okay, you in the back? Yes, correct. A closed loop. Guess I should put a hook on there. That would make it a little bit more usable as a fishing lure. All right, oop. lure number 2. Last but not least, the smaller of the two. I guess you can kind of call them Panther Martin style because it's using the same blade and everything. Then we just put the inline blade in. If I can get drop that down. Again, 2 small beads as bearings. Forgive me, my eyes are failing me here. I'm excited for next week because we have a warming trend in Ohio right now. It's going to be above freezing every day. We've got about 12 to 15 inches. Who knows how much snow on the ground. Too much for me. I'm sick of winter. I want to fish. And no, I don't want to ice fish. All right, so there we go. And it's going to look like a bright silver minnow when going through the water there. Ow. All right, so there you have them. Pretty nifty. All right, so that was fun. Super easy builds. Really looking forward to fishing next week. It is February 22nd right now, and we've had a ton of snow this year, and I'm sick of it. I'm ready to go fishing. I don't ice fish. I don't like having to drill through hard stuff to get to where I'm going to fish. So again, if you like videos like this, do me a huge favor, hit like and subscribe. That's the way we grow the channel. That's how YouTube recognizes we're doing a good job. If we're not doing a good job, let us know. In the meantime, tight lines.